Deathwatch.
Welcome to With a Whimper, a Savage Worlds adventure with Deathwatch Productions. I'm Brandon, the Game Master, and we'll rejoin our players here in the middle of Desperation, where last game session, after the battle with the invading ferals ended, a train showed up, running along the tracks, rolled into town, and came to a stop pretty much dead center right outside the Salvage Emporium. This is a train that nobody alive has ever seen before. And when it stopped, Asher saw that there was a terminal he could access. And so he did so. And the last thing that happened is that he went slack. Ezekiel had a sudden onrush of the astral plane where he saw the after effects of horrible events that have taken place in the past with this train, where countless people that were sickened and injured were forced onto the train and fed into an enormous furnace to power the train. And he could tell that that event had occurred at least 300 years in the past, but the stain of it was so horrible that the stain remained. And he was just barely able to shut out the astral plane in time to remain sane and conscious. And Asher was in a void of complete blackness when some two red points appeared in the darkness and approached, and a loud voice said, "Welcome, all aboard." And that's where the session ended. And so that's where we'll start back up again. So, Thoradrim, let me get the map to you.
We're going to need you to suplex this train, Thoradrim.
I think that is a job for a dwarf.
So, Thoradrim, you watched
patented move, the long hog bomb.
You watched Asher move up here, and then he went slack after he plugged into the terminal. And you could see next to you that Ezekiel is going through some things. But when he finally snaps out of it, and you can tell that he's going to keep his feet, the door next to Asher slides open, and you hear a voice echoing from inside, says, "All aboard."
He must have gotten it. I'll start guiding Ezekiel to the door. You heard the conductor. All aboard. I'll stop to unplug Asher and shuffle him on board too.
I'll pull away from Thoradrim if he's actually gonna do that.
No, all aboard. Come on.
Powerbolt.
It's okay, Ezekiel. I'll take care of you.
So after that voice in the darkness says that, Asher, you are
Ejected.
kicked out.
Okay.
And so you
Come back to meet
come
space.
back to meet space there, and you can see that the door slid open.
Well, I have a problem with authority, so I will clamber back down off the train and move back from it. If I see them coming up, I'll be like, no. Well, I didn't like what I saw in there. I didn't like
what did you
saw.
see?
Darkness.
I think Zeke's face, it looks like the opposite of a prophet that goes up on a mountaintop and speaks with God, right? His eyes are kind of big, but a little bit on the crazier side. And he's got like lines on his face that shouldn't probably be there for someone so young. And he's just like, it's not real. It's an echo.
Is Albert working again?
Your drone?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've had time.
No,
to
you
stop.
haven't had time to actually fix it.
Been in a run and gun battle.
Okay. Well, I'll go investigate it if you guys would like.
No, don't.
Oh.
I don't think you should do that, Thor. What do you mean an echo, Zeke?
It's atrocity occurred with this, and it scarred reality.
So it is a ghost train.
Spook train.
And hell, Thor, if you want to go in there, I guess I'll follow you. But I didn't like what I saw on
We'll
the
just tie
inside.
some rope around me and yank me
That
out.
ought to do it.
Yep. Nothing bad ever happened when you got rope around your waist.
Just chain us all up by rope. I often end to post out here. That way, if anything goes bad, we can just clamber out.
Zeke will just keep stuttering, but he'll be shaking his head.
So did this thing actually come rolling along the tracks, or did it just appear here?
No, it actually, I think in the first session that you missed was like at the end. You might have been there when we heard its approach, like at the end of the session. Do you remember that? Like a loud
I don't
sound.
think he was.
He
here.
wasn't.
No.
Anyhow, we were fighting in the town, and then we heard that.
Yeah, then it rolled in. It should also be noted that this train is covered in blood and gore because it has a giant meat grinder on the front of it.
Yeah.
I think that you might be thinking of just a normal, like,
Yeah.
old train.
I just
It's
thought
not.
it was a normal train here. I didn't realize it was a
No, I don't want to
fueled by the
stereotype
souls that it swallowed.
trains like this, but it's got a lot of red flags.
Can I go to Ezekiel's house and get his secret stash of C4 that I put there, just in case he turned
What are you
into
talking
an
about?
elf?
He's wearing it.
Oh, he found it.
Got it. It's my vest. I just shape it.
Well, yeah, I'm at a loss, fellas. I want to know what's in there. It's not every day a train like this comes rolling through, but even I think it'd be a bad idea to go in there, Thor.
Well,
Sure you want to do that?
if it sticks around long enough, I can always get to work fixing Albert and send him in.
How long would it take you to fix him?
I think you were saying is like, what, 4 or 8 hours or something, Brennan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd take about half a day, maybe a day. I mean, them rats really did a number on him.
What do you think, Zeke? Seems like the safest.
Think I would have rather gone north.
All right. So you guys do a notice for me. So Ezekiel, one thing you notice while you guys are standing there talking about this is one of those things where once you notice it, you realize that it's been constant. You just hadn't picked it up until now. But there's like a steady hum coming from the engine compartment, this whole front compartment of this train. It's very low, but it's like it's a constant, like the sound of an engine
Warming up or just idling?
like and it seems like it's imperceptibly increasing, like building up to something.
It's revving up.
You think it's
You
getting
hear
ready
it?
to take off or suck us in?
The spooks I see getting on the train, that they were forced or willing, forced.
Well, maybe we should get away from it. Does our little village here have any, like, whatever version of amphetamine abusers?
They all live on that one farm.
Yeah, just tell them that there's, like, precious metals on that train. And
Usher the fent
you
zombies in
guys,
there.
yeah, it'll be ghost parts at that point.
It was a big little pop there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Looks like we're still recording.
The
Okay.
recorder blow up.
Nah.
No, maybe Piper nudged something or a little static electricity or something.
Piper's a ghost train.
I saw that they feed the people to the engine. That's how
No.
it ran.
We probably shouldn't stand this close to it. You never know.
Wouldn't be, but you dragged me, Thordrum.
Well, let's go converse on the other side of this building.
I'll nod, but Thordrum will have to drag me. I mean, I didn't move this close to the train.
I'll pick
on my
him
own.
up and cradle him gently.
Thank you. I'll put my arms around his. I'll build a nest out of his beard and sit inside it. Only you can only see my eyes.
What's the town doing?
Well, so far they're still inside.
Okay.
Peeking out of windows.
Yeah, you can see people peeking out. But then eventually the sheriff does come out, and he's like, "What's happening, boys?"
Ghost train.
I'll look at Asher or Thordrum to talk for me, so that way I don't got to try to stutter through it again.
Yeah, I'll look at Thoradrim.
I'll simply state, people eating ghost train. It's bad business, Sheriff.
Yeah, so he's out there and he's like walking up and down it, looking at it, trying to peer into that open door. He's got his deputy with him.
Sheriff, it's Ezekiel said that it sounds like it's revving up for something. You don't want to stand too close. You ain't even got a rope around your waist, for Pete's sake.
But over time, more people start to make their way out, and they're looking at it because it's not doing anything. So eventually, a lot of people are milling around out there. What are we supposed to do with it?
Because these people
It's going to be
have
blocking
zero
the path.
sense of safety.
But yeah, so there's it's going to be blocking the path. It's just going to stay here. Some people try calling out into that door, like, hello, but they don't get any response.
What did that voice that said all aboard sound like? Did it sound malicious or did it sound friendly?
No, it sounded
Like a normal conductor.
like a normal person would say, all aboard.
Which, if you're in a post-apocalyptic, or not even post, almost rebuilding phase of an apocalypse.
I'll see if I could get the sheriff's attention and try to give him another warning on it. I don't think that we should let the townsfolk this close to it. This is a bad train.
Thanks for the
Because
warning, kid.
They feed it people.
Dude, let's push him in through the door.
What are you talking about? They feed it people.
I'll point to the big people feeder on the damn front of it. Say they go in there and they feed the train. It's probably how it runs.
As an aside to Zeke, I'll be like, he's acting like he doesn't know what this is. He hadn't set this whole town up to feed it people over the years.
You kids are letting your imagination get away with you. That's a cattle guard. It pushes cattle off the tracks so it doesn't derail the train. Everybody knows that.
I suppose I wouldn't know enough.
It's not for feeding people. All right.
Well, why is it got
It's time for you boys to
blood and
move
guts
on.
all over it?
Let the adults handle this.
They don't want you to know, but out in this wasteland, there's a far-reaching conspiracy. They call them sheriffs. Yeah, sure, that's what they want you to think, sheriffs. Law enforcement, law and order. More like made-to-order people on a menu. Feed them to a train. I've seen it myself. What do you think about that, Zeke? That's what exactly I was saying.
Sorry, Brandon, your sheriff just became part of the Illuminati.
Some high and mighty game master. No, I rebuke you. I rebuke you.
I forget, did
Well,
our
they're
secondary characters actually make it here? Or
Yeah, they were standing on the porch.
Yeah,
part
they're
of the
further
porch.
down the
I
porch.
expected we'd want to link up with them too. Pull them around to where we weren't standing so close to the train.
yeah.
Catch up on the going-ons.
I'll share a knowing look with my alt because we both got effed over by ferals.
Yeah, so over here turns out to be a decent meeting spot, and your friends will join you over here. And while you guys are there talking about it, the sheriff and his deputy are eventually joined by the mayor, and they're all standing out here.
Yeah, I think when I'm around Esther and Craig and them, I'll change my wording to I think I heard type statements. I'll be using the occult more than, or wives' tales, heard from a passerby type stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to do the Alex Jones voice and Ezekiel's stutter. I think it might not take off till it's got its fill. Don't want to be around if it decides it's time to go and it isn't occupied.
Well,
So Ezekiel,
Unfortunately, I think that the sheriff and them are going to make some terrible choices.
when you're saying that, Ezekiel, you feel something grabbing your hand, and you look down, and you see that spirit girl, and she's like pulling on your hand, but she's like, it doesn't mean to leave. And then she flashes out again, but she looked really scared.
I think we need to get further. Or what? Yeah? Where was she pulling my hand towards?
Just like to get your attention.
Mm.
And then Asher, you start hearing another ping,
Yeah, like
but it's like insistent somehow.
is it like I might take it as a specific call to me?
Like
It's what it feels like.
a call or a direct
Yeah.
message. Yeah.
Well, I would not be able to resist exploring that.
So, essentially, like you open yourself to that particular frequency, and you hear a voice, and it's like it'd be somewhere younger than you guys, but not a really young child. So 12 years old, maybe somewhere in there.
Hopefully not a
And it's-
young British girl.
No.
saying, you're all going to die.
No, she's not. It's not a British girl. It sounds like a young boy.
Okay.
Saying you're all going to die.
You're all going to die.
But he does say, and he's whispering for some reason, everybody's going to die. You have to stop it.
My rejoinder would be how?
He means to die. He means to die. And then it cuts off. But you did get like a little flash in your mind, an image as it cut off. Right?
Okay.
And it's really hard for you to make sense of. But it looked to you sort of like a model of desperation, maybe. Maybe somebody had sat down at their table and made a little model.
Yeah.
But then that explosion, and it's like from the train, but like the explosion is like an ocean versus a puddle. Like
Right.
it's so big that your mind can't.
Like a nuke.
Yeah, something.
basically.
Yeah, like in real life, it would be
Yeah.
that, except for that it has this odd green fire effect added
Okay.
to it. But yeah, I mean, it'd be like the force that of that explosion would take out, the state of Idaho versus
Yeah.
a town.
Yeah. Well, I'll say I don't think we can get far enough away from this. See, this problem's here, and we got to deal with it one way or the other. That shooting out weird signals. It seems like, I don't know how to convey this, but it seems like it wants to die. At least that's what was said.
Can you turn it off?
Ezekiel, will you do a spirit roll in the tower for me?
Mm-mm. Should I Benny that or?
No, you don't need to Benny it.
But I can't
Well,
because I don't have Bennies.
The
Brandon.
security on it was unlike anything I've encountered yet. I think I'd have to be inside the train to bypass what I was dealing with on the outside. But who knows where inside. But anyhow, that's take it or leave it, fellas and lady. I don't think we can
you
run.
guys
is what
all
I'm
wanna
saying.
Esther
jump
gives a
on the
curt
train?
nod.
Are you saying you want to take it for a spin?
I'm saying we can run and die, or we can do something foolish and die. And I reckon that was my fate, the second one from the beginning. So,
Something foolish is our best chance of survival.
and I don't know if we got half a day to fix up your drone to do something about it.
Well, he's not going to do something about it. He's just going to look
So-
around.
Ezekiel, for you, like you're standing there, people are talking, and that spirit girl had said that to you, and you're looking, and now you can feel the transition of where you're viewing the astral plane. You feel it happen this time, right? Sort of like you.
Like he got forced pinged.
It's sort of like that, except for now, for the first time, it's like you feel it before it starts. And you realize that there's a component to it that requires you to accept it rather than it being forced on you for a brief moment. And then you're viewing the astral plane again. And so when you do see that from this this first car where all the hubbub is, there is a line of some sort of magical energy that is running back towards the back of the train.
The locomotive area?
Yeah.
Or not? Caboose?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's running in that direction. You don't see where it terminates, but there's like a concentration of it up here in this cart, and then it's a trace of it that continues on back. That's for just a brief moment, but then the astral plane fades, and you're looking at real space again.
Yeah, it emitted a signal again, and I get the sense that the message that was conveyed was maybe from somebody who's on the train, not the train itself, if that makes sense. Because they seemed to be talking about somebody else, at least, not themselves. Said he wants to die. My theory is it's like, if this is the node, then this would be like maybe it would be like how people got trapped in the Matrix during the crash, something like that. Some figure that got trapped on the train, the node, sent out this message.
Asher, you do a notice for me in the tower.
Okay.
All right, so you notice that the whoever that voice was, they have encoded a message in that transmission that they sent you. Like you notice, based on the sight,
Right.
the look of it, that there's something hidden within it, and it would take a hacking roll to open it and figure out what message was being sent to you.
Well, yeah, in the middle of theory crafting there, I'll be like, well, hang on a sec here. And there's something here. And then I'll try to take a crack at decrypting it.
Okay.
Shoving.
So you get to work on that, and you're successful at it. It just takes about 2 minutes for you to unwrap it all.
Okay. Is this activity like mean I'm pulling down my cyber deck and
Yeah.
tippity tappity?
Yep. Yeah, so it looks weird to everybody else because you just got this thing plugged into your head and you're just, but essentially you're able to unravel that decryption that it put on it, and so the message that you're receiving there is more clear.
Okay.
Right? It's that this and as the way this information works, you can get infinite volumes in just a moment. So just to simplify it, this message is describing this train
Almost like a wiki.
Well, no, it's describing that this train is self-aware, and it's decided that it's time to die. It's had enough of trekking all around the world on these tracks. There's never any passengers anymore, and it's gone insane, and it's time to die. And there's still a little something added into that. The way that it says that it's gone insane, it says it as if it has like a quality to it of it's gone insane as you would expect. And that catches, because you have no reason to expect anything of the sort.
Yeah.
But the way that it says it, it's like when you're reading old passages in the Bible, then if you go deeper, you realize that they said it this way because things at that time were this way, right? So it's something like that. It's gone insane as you would expect, and it's decided it's time to die. And it's already started the countdown. And that image is the explanation of it's gonna power up its energy
Fusion
cores,
engines,
which are stuff that
overheat.
you don't understand until it just is going to explode. And it also has information that it will that explosion will be magnified by the magical energy, which means nothing to you, but
Let's start square this.
Yeah, so I'll be, silent while I'm parsing it out. And it's like, well, it's like this, fellas and lady.
But that voice is like, at the end of it, that voice is like, you have to stop it or all of you are going to die.
Yeah.
And so will I. And I'm not ready to die.
I'll be like, this train's going to go boom. I don't think, and it's going to be such a big boom. I don't think we can run it out of town or nothing like that, or we can't run. This message insists that the train itself wants to die. It's gone insane. So Is it possible to convince it otherwise? I don't know what to do here. But I guess we got to get on that train because we're going to die anyways.
Yeah, and part of that part of that message also was just a brief little glimpse at a manual accelerator, essentially, right? The image of a handle that can be pushed that will make the train move.
Yeah.
Right. It's like one of the ideas that it's given you how you can save
Just
your
move
town
the
is
train.
make the train move. Right.
Make it someone else's problem.
Hey, Sheriff, you got to move the train. Here's what it looks like. Sketch it out for me.
So you're saying that if we do not move the train, it's going to blow up the town.
Well, I will revise to say that we can get it out of the town, I think, if we can I have some of the technical data on the train, if we can find these things to get it moving. But then we'll have a later problem. But for now, I guess that's what we ought to be looking at, or somebody. But I know exactly what it looks like, so I guess that somebody's going to be me.
Yeah, I'll shrug and kind of put my hat lower on my head. Let's go.
See, I told you it was the right thing to do earlier.
Shut up.
I'll turn to the alter ego group and say, "Are you coming?" and start walking towards the train.
As they're my clone body, I think it's best that they remain outside the train so I have a person to jump into.
Well, this is just one problem, Thordrim. You know that. Who knows if the feral types are, if there's still more of them.
Plus, Esther's messed up.
Yeah, Esther's pretty wounded.
You hear that, alter ego group? They don't want you along. Remember, it was Thordrim Longhog that made the offer.
You're running for mayor now?
So then,
got to start my political career early. Yeah,
Right.
the sheriff and the mayor have overheard this, and so they're standing there in that way that adults have of sneaking up on children by just moving normally. And they say, "What's this, boys, that we hear?"
You were eavesdropping long enough. You heard.
I'll nod with respect toward Zeke.
Unless you want me to try to repeat it for you and the damn train can go up.
I think that about covers it, Sheriff.
That's how you get backhanded.
Right. Anyhow, all due respect, I think we know what we need to do, at least partly, if you'll allow us to do it.
Well, if what you say is true, I guess we don't have any other choice.
I mean, I think it is.
Best be about it.
All right, so I'll march with Thorgrim and the others towards the train. I imagine it's like walking down Tombstone just around the thing. Get a little slow motion as we walk abreast.
I was wondering if maybe like a cult roll, maybe to theorize more on the train. Like, is this just because it's an echo? Could this just be something it does from time to time? It thinks it's dying, but it just echoes?
Oh, yeah. What do you have that you would?
A cult would be my best one, unless you wanted to go like actual like spell casting theory type stuff for magical.
No, go ahead and roll a cult. Yeah, so you're not, I mean, you've never come across
Yeah, okay.
anything about trains or even interactions between magical and mechanical energies.
Yeah.
And historically, as far as like all the tales from the old timers go, there have been people here and there that have like told stories about machines in the old world that became self-aware, and then they always
Go
immediately
bad.
wanted to kill all people. So it's always been taken as like a cautionary tale, not like something that really did happen. But this train seems to be evidence that at least in one case it did. So
Yeah, as we're walking up there, like for their ears only, it's like I didn't really say it out loud, but there's something about this explosion beyond just, an explosion, like the message conveyed. Green fire, something else, something bad that I don't understand.
There's a storm that follows it in the in the spirit world.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess that would be bad.
I guess it is the storm. The atrocities it committed here with this train.
So you
caused
think
it.
the clue that you got, Zeke, with the sort of the mana line or whatever going towards the caboose?
You saw that?
No, but this is like out of character as
I don't
are you
break
pointing us
character to
that
the
way?
DVD commentary.
Right.
Sorry. Well, we're going in the front train. That's the only part of the
Right,
door that's
that was
open.
open.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's where they called us in too. Yeah.
But now that I guess that it's just the three of us again, I guess I could bring that up where it's like, saw, what would I call it, Brandon? Ley line probably wouldn't be in my vocabulary. Not that it would be one.
Signature, I guess, might be the
Not
more-
a signature, because a signature would be the whole train.
Yeah, you would say something like a stream of magic
Yeah.
or a connection, a thread, something like that.
There's a thread connecting this train that starts here in the front and goes off in the distance towards the back. Don't know if it means anything.
Well, I got a sinking suspicion that that's where we'll find the mechanism to move this train. Not up front where it would be convenient. I'll look to Thoradrim when we're at the edge of the train to run point.
Rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first.
Yeah, I
I'll
suppose
take
that's
the
more
lead.
fair.
Oh,
good.
I was going to roll a 1d6.
It's too late. I'm already on the train. See you later, suckers.
Yeah, I'll guess I'll go next.
Okay.
Okay.
And I will bring up the rear and give a final wave to the town.
I'll tell the sheriff we need max speed. Probably feeded about 10 people as I go on.
Probably there's already a king of kids rolling underneath the carriages and stuff. Crawling on it. Whole family got up on top of the roof, laid down a blanket, was having a picnic.
All right, so you guys step onto that train, and as the last of you do, the door closes, and then some dim lights appear that let you see the basic outline of the compartment that you're in, and those lights go along the floor, and you follow those towards sort of like the back third of this front this front car, and you find there's some tables there with some seats.
Okay.
And that voice, not the young voice, but the original one, is like, please. Or it's like, thank you for boarding the Oblivion Express. Please have a seat. We'll be underway in no time. Have your tickets ready. And so then the lights get a little brighter around those tables for you to sit down there. And as you guys are making your way towards those, you hear that other voice. There's like a crackle, and it whispers through speakers, and it's like, we're not going to be underway. He doesn't mean to go anywhere. And you start to, now all of you can feel and hear that hum. It's starting to get louder and louder. Right. So once you're in the train, then you and Thoradrim are starting to get these pings from, like, it's so much that you've got to focus your attention to narrow it down, right? There's a machine next to the table that you are able to recognize will produce
Drink. or
hot
something.
drink, right?
This is all the little.
There's the door at the back of this car. It would slide open, and you know how to make it do that, right? But that's another ping. There's a ping for like the air vents, the windows, that sort of thing. So you're getting that from everywhere, and so are you, Thoradrim. But for you, they're coming from further away. They're coming from however many cars further along towards the back of the train, and you're getting these impressions from actual machines. Like there's one car that has these massive arms that can be controlled in order to load and unload freight. You're getting the ping from that. And a couple of the cars can tip to one side or the other to dump out whatever they're carrying, and so you're getting the pings from that. So it gets kind of noisy all of a sudden.
Diagnostic readouts for each
Yeah.
car.
Yeah. So you're getting all that information. And then Ezekiel, you can, it's like if you go to like a water park and you sit down in the lazy river, that's what it feels like for you.
There's just
Because that thread, it seems to be flowing right through where you guys sit down as it goes on towards the back of the train.
threads tugging me that way. These, but to the kid's voice, I'll kind of, these spooks ain't really helping.
But also another thing that happens as you guys sit down at these tables to catch your bearings is there's some small emitter on the roof, and it shoots this red light that washes over you. It's pretty brief and it doesn't feel like anything, but it does
like a scan
over you. And then that voice, it's like, welcome to the Oblivion Express final voyage. And then it is like, welcome passenger Ezekiel, passenger Asher, Thoradrim, and welcome canine companion. Right?
What is it? What are they called? Not therapy animal, but
right. Yeah. It's like service animal.
Yeah, service animal.
But then it's like Asher, or it's Ezekiel. It is good to meet a magician here on my final voyage. I haven't had one such as you aboard for 267 years. And then for Asher, it's like, Asher, welcome aboard. Please remember the rules. Don't interfere with any programs for which you do not have authorized access. The same goes for you, Thoradrim. I can handle my appendages just fine without any help. Anyways, please make yourself comfortable. And if you'd like refreshments, please speak into the console. So that's what it says.
Where was this lever you had seen, Asher?
It's in the back, I think.
No,
In the front.
it's in the very front.
Oh, it's in the very front?
Where the conductor would
okay.
have sat when humans did that
Okay.
job.
That's
Yeah.
where the thread starts.
I see. And it's okay. So we'll.
I believe, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be like, yeah, it should be in this car. Hey, I'll take a beer. Might as well.
I'll
Be
have
mortified
a
at the idea
beer, too.
But if it's like so I'd like send out the handshake or whatever with the device, or is it actually voice activated?
It is.
So that's what I'll try first. Is like, yeah, give me a beer.
Yeah. And you can hear stuff whirring and humming and, clinking and whatever, but then the little compartment opens and an ice cold beer and a frighteningly clean, like clean on a level you guys have never seen. A couple of them appear on the tray right there, and then they're pushed out.
Yeah, I'll take it and.
Is it those fragile looking beer glasses too? Or
No,
is
no.
it-
No, these are nice.
Yeah.
They might be crystal even.
No, that's what I mean. It's just what by fragile I meant, like those ones that look so thin you can.
Oh yeah, no. These got a thickness to them to help with the warmth. But when you grab it, that beer is 34 degrees.
Yeah.
And you've never tasted anything like it in your life. Seriously, it's you just remember, what it's like if you work on a really hot day all day, and then you have an ice cold beer. There's nothing that's quite like that.
Yeah, and it's probably. Well, I'll remark on it. I'm like, well, if this is the last day for me, I guess it won't be too bad of one.
But also next to those two glasses is like a little bone-shaped dog treat.
Oh. Yeah, I'll.
Like a milk bone is what it is, but you don't know that because you don't have them anymore. But
Yeah. Well, I'll put that one in my pocket for now, just in case this is some sort of poison. I won't poison my dog right away. I'll go a few minutes and.
No, I'll drink the beer, but I won't poison my dog.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Because he might have a chance,
I guess, don't think it'd do that.
No, I think I get the sense that somebody like this, it might be more fun if we're alive when whatever happens, you know?
Don't even know about that. I think it makes a plan and does it.
The table that you're at, it turns out to be a display. And you can see there's like a little flash, little glitch sort of appearance. And then for you, what you're looking at is the technical readouts of the train.
Yeah.
That's what you guys can see.
Yeah, I'll be pretty curious about that. But in the back of my head, I'm thinking if it talks to us like it can hear us, then it probably is hearing us. So I'm wondering like how we can go about this without angering them. So I'll say out loud after enjoying a few gulps of the ice cold beer, say, when's this train going to get moving anyhow? You know, see if there's a response.
There is no response.
Oh.
But the hum is starting to get a little bit louder.
Did you guys get yourself a treat
No.
besides the beer? Doradrim?
No, I actually don't think Ezekiel could eat or drink anything on this because he's looking at a different.
Right, yeah.
Well, he's seen a different thing of it, so I think it would all probably be bad and it turn to ash in his mouth type of thing.
Get you
I'll order a beer as well. And
a steak.
tomahawk steak for you.
Yeah, steak sounds really good.
All right. I think while they're doing that, I think I'll start trying to poke around, walk up towards the front.
Please remain seated until we are underway. Okay, so Ezekiel, you want to get up to go wander around.
Yeah.
The voice of the conductor does say, please remain seated until we're underway, but it doesn't like do anything.
Yeah, that was something Ezekiel was worried about was he was expecting when it asked for tickets that if we were not able to produce tickets that whatever we'd anger it in some fashion, but it seems to have produced the tickets for us somehow. So, and it didn't respond to Asher. When
I said out loud.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, well, this beer would go great with some good music. You got anything, conductor, you can play? I'll try another attempt there.
So you hear a little chime, and it's like, please state your preference.
What are our genres called?
It'd probably be like
post-apocalyptic, like.
It'd be like probably some sort of like bluegrass, banjo, washboard type.
We'll say there's scoot and shuffle and wop bop dop,
Dust
like
Bowl
that,
Derby.
whatever we does. Or
Please,
do we carry on like some of the genres?
No, you don't have any.
Well, what kind of instruments do we?
Yeah,
if we
start
play?
naming instruments.
Yeah, so the normal instruments that you can think of, people have managed to fashion those together.
Oh,
Something
so like
basically.
guitars and something.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
But the voice is like, please narrow your suggestion to a time period.
what's our roll of years?
Yes.
Do we have one?
No.
Yeah.
You guys basically have like a new world.
Well, I'll look at my cyber deck. Does it have any manufacturing information on it? Maybe I can grab the year off of that, or maybe if I'd even know what that was, probably I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But I'll look for a number somewhere just for inspiration,
Just
right?
say whatever was popular 100 or 400 years ago.
Yeah, that'll work. Dealer's choice. Give us something you like.
Okay.
It's just metal scraping sounds and the screams of its victims.
Right.
So after a moment, some music starts coming through the speakers, and it's
Dubstep.
no, it isn't. It's a classical.
Okay.
Yeah, I figure this would be where the higher ups would have sat.
Yeah. Might take me off guard for a moment to hear
Actual music. Well, not
the
actual
way
music,
that it would
but,
come, like produced music coming through like a surround sound system.
where you
Mhm.
hide in
Like,
that
holy
orchestra.
shit. But I'll get back on the clock because what I wanted to do, Brandon, is since he got up to start poking around, as I wanted to serve as a distraction, but I'm leery to make plans vocal, so I'll just have to kind of intuit what he's up to, and I'll start. My thought is, because I know the way hacking works is you kind of overload something with commands for a certain style of it, right?
Yeah.
In Shadowrun, so I'll kind of do the real world version of that,
DDoSing.
where I'll be like, oh, you know what? Give me some berries and cream here. That would be great.
Except you'd be like doing it in your head times 10,000 or something.
Yeah, and like, what other kind of doohickeys you got around here? This is a miracle. You got anything make bullets? We need lots of bullets. But yeah, I'll look, because you mentioned there were all those little nodes around here for the various devices. So I'll start handshaking with them in the on the up and up, right? Just a lot and everything,
Okay.
and maybe I'll even get up to look at them. But the overall goal is just to be more of a target than Ezekiel is being by walking around.
Okay. All right.
Assuming his attention can be split, although if it's a machine, unlikely.
Well, we don't know what an AI would be capable of.
Yeah.
How many different degrees it's splitting. In fact, it might your cyber deck might not even be enough to put a blip on it. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna guess not, since I couldn't even get from the outside in.
It's going to start pinging your cyber deck and cook it.
DDoS attack on me.
Okay. So yeah, you start making all those, handshakes with all the stuff, and so far you haven't gotten any resistance. It's all stuff that's meant to be interacted with on a regular basis. Like the way that and what you can gather from like looking at the technical readouts, and like a lot of it's Greek, but you are able to piece some things together, understanding like the basic architecture of these systems that you've been introduced to. It's like there's no reason to stop people from making certain commands when you've got a system that can decide if the command is followed or not. Right. Like this. So, it's basically
the security is the intelligence of the system.
Mm-hmm. But Ezekiel, you go wandering up front, and you do come to a door that says conductor on it that's closed.
I don't know. It says conductor on it.
Yeah, so that's true.
Unless it's
Thanks for catching that.
Unless it's like some sort of like dual nature thing, and I'm getting the spirit of it. Yeah.
No, you're right.
It says something.
It does have big words on it, but
yeah. So I'll see if there's a way to open the door, or if it opens automatically.
It does not. There is a button that you can push, but then it just goes like access denied.
I'll look towards.
And then you hear that voice come through the speaker, and it's like, silly passenger, that's where the conductor sits.
Conduct. Do I recognize the word? Am I smart enough to piece together what the word would potentially mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I wish to speak to the conductor.
Carrying up, Zeke.
What? Well, I am the conductor. What can I do for you?
I would like a tour of the train.
Well, very well. We might as well.
Can we start with through this door?
Why, certainly. And the door slides open.
Thank you, maniac.
So inside there is basically a set of stairs that would go up towards the view panels that you could see from outside, and there's two seats that look like
you'd be like strapped into a rocket ship or something.
Yeah. You'd be really small, but you'd go. There'd be room for two people to sit up there, and you can see lots of dials and gauges and readouts and stuff. There's one surprising thing in this room is that there's like a lot of dust that you can see. No one's been in here for a long time, but then the voice picks up, and it has like that friendly. In ancient times, these models such as me were controlled by humans conductors. You can see that they would have sat in these two seats, and there were always two of them because the trips were long and it was hard to stay awake for humans back then. And they would take turns keeping this train rolling. And then like some lights flash. These dials would have given these conductors all the information they need to make sure everything was running tip-top.
Marvelous. You're quite impressive.
I was built and installed into this particular locomotive in the year 2287, and since then there's been no need for human conductors, so this room has not seen many visitors since then.
What a shame. When you were built, did you have a connection to the spirit world? Or did you come to get that later?
Spirit world. Now you're just talking crazy.
You recognized me as a magician.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Are you avoiding the topic?
Nonsense. Now you can see up here, this gauge would have told them their current speed. Right now it's set to 0.
I'll motion towards Asher or Thordrum.
Fun fact, before my time, people in this part of the world measured speed in miles per hour. But when I was installed, that was changed to kilometers per hour.
What's a kilometer? Sorry, that's just a joke. How fast can you go?
The current top speed is classified. And then you hear...
How fast is classified?
You hear a little crackle at your table, and that little voice, it's like, it's working. He's keeping him distracted. And then you see images start to flash on that table again, the readout, right?
Yeah, I'll see if I can get a better sense of... Because it seems like if we throw that lever, we're just going to throw it back. Or he'll throw it back, right? We need something a little bit more sophisticated than...
Yeah, he can't, he will, well, the voice is like eventually he'll be able to override it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Take some time.
There might be fail-safes due to that. If you're going to put AI and conductors in the same thing, not that we know that,
Yeah.
but you might want some sort of fail-safe to where it can't override the conductors.
Well, logically, just hearing what he was saying, if we hear it where we're at, we could, this was a retrofit, basically. I don't even think that would escape our notice because he said he was installed like humans used to do this, but now I do it, right? So, yeah, it's...
Yeah, so you get like on this readout that's flashing across the table, you get like 3 separate windows pop up and they draw attention to something in particular. So in this particular train, and it tells you that it uses like a nuclear fission engine, right? You get like a little image, like a GIF actually, displaying that there's wherever the engine compartment is, like further down the train, or the power compartment, and there's these like this series of mechanical arms, right? And there's this it looks like a pillar of light, from the floor of the cart to the top of the cart.
Okay.
And these mechanical arms are constantly moving, they're holding something and moving it into this pillar and out in this, it's almost like a tempo, like a pattern.
Would I interpret that as like the cycles of the CPU or whatever, like the commands going out?
Yeah. So what you actually are able to determine from this has nothing to do with power generation. This is actually the brain of how it is working. You don't understand, but this is the quantum brain of the artificial intelligence, right? And
so is it actually like a quantum thing? Am I to take that way? Because I think my cyber deck would just be doing like standard.
It is.
Process after process, right?
Yeah.
So I'd probably be blowing my mind.
Yeah, it's just so far
like
beyond.
That, right?
Yeah, it's
because it's So I'll, I don't want to say anything out loud though.
From like messing around with your cyber deck and trying to learn about it.
Yeah,
the cyber deck it operates by flashes of light interpreted at the end wherever that is.
Right.
This thing you're seeing is
way beyond.
Yeah. And like you're smart enough, you figured out enough to understand that like a lot of the stuff you guys use and pick up, that's run by wire that takes electricity from one point to another. The cyberdeck is beyond that.
Yeah.
But this is like
way beyond that.
Way beyond it. You're also getting the sense that it was like MacGyvered, like the fact that it's got mechanical arm doing that was like not the dream design.
Right.
Like they fashion this AI this way, but it's like popsicle sticks and chewing gum, essentially.
Okay.
But somehow it works, right? But what this little voice is trying to show you, and it's got like, it doesn't leave the image for long at all because it doesn't want to get caught, right?
Yeah.
But that is the brain, and a disruption there is going to be necessary to keep it from reasserting control over the.
So do we have a written language of our own?
No, you guys, there's like some things that you like,
Yeah.
some symbols that people
Pictographs?
that people would understand, but you don't have a written language.
Like the
Well,
scales. For
he seems
barter.
to understand us somehow either, and that probably goes into the fact that he's been doing this and picking up people from our time, right? You know,
Yeah.
so he's absorbed this information somehow. But I guess I'll just have to risk it, and I'll be like, I think, I think Zeke's cornered him, and you know how he talks. It's going to take a long time, so now's our chance. We gotta telling Thoradrim that when he throws that switch, we gotta stop this thing from pushing it back.
Yeah.
So, and are we getting was I getting a sense, or I guess him too, because he understands this sort of thing from the technical readout, a specific location, or just that it's in one of the cars further back?
Yeah, you get that it's
Okay.
like 22 carts back. And also, I said there were 3
Yeah.
images. So, but you're also getting one that shows an empty cart, an empty car, sorry. And there is a like a pyramid shaped stone, and it's got this green glow emanating from it. And it's basically in the center of this empty car, and it's got some sort of metal enclosure around it, and then the thick metal or steel cables that disappear forward and backward. You can see that it's connected to the power core, which is further back from the brain.
Just kinda
And
like
this has that green energy that Ezekiel was talking about.
okay in the little GIF
But
that's playing.
Yeah, you're not getting anything from that except for, oh, this is something Ezekiel
Right.
should see. And then, so that's to the power core. And then the other image that you're seeing, that's like the absolute final override, and it's all physical.
Okay. Override for the intelligence.
Yeah,
So-
that someone's going to have to take over.
Okay.
And then the last flash is like, and you get these. See, the way it's able to communicate with you is because this is all going through your data jack.
Right.
So you don't recognize the words because you don't read, but you recognize them because
Yeah.
it's giving you that
Direct
information.
neural. Yeah.
But the last bit that it gives you is that this train is equipped with security personnel, and it shows you a picture, like a still image. And the sense you're getting from it doesn't give you exact numbers, but the sense you're getting from it is there's plenty. But let me give you the image of this, the image that shows you. Come on, where'd you go? There it is. That is the... Sorry, it's taking me longer, but I'll find it. Anyway, it is a humanoid robot,
Okay.
and that it says is the security personnel for this train.
In universe, what do we make of that? Have we found any like junked robots?
Yeah, none
So
that have,
we're aware that they existed at one time.
yeah, you've never found any working ones, but yeah, people have talked about them, and you've seen like the remains of an arm or a leg.
Right.
And of course, all the stories are universally bad.
They
Right.
went crazy.
You know? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let me restate this and make sure I got it right. So we have up here in this conductor area, we have the switch that makes us go, right? Then we have like the quantum artificial intelligence area where all these
Yeah,
commands that are going out.
The brain.
And then we have a pyramid with this green fire. And I'm not too sure on how Asher takes that. I mean, he might see it as some kind of like
Different mechanical,
like
or
a relay or something, like how it might
yeah.
extend its reach throughout the train or something like that. But he'll have an association with Zeke because of the green fire. And then finally, we have like a master switch because the makers of this AI have an implicit distrust of it to where they could come and you could turn it off as long as there was somebody there to do that, right?
Yeah.
And were these all, because we got like 22 cars back for the quantum computer that's running this conductor.
Yeah.
Did we get different car locations for the
Yeah.
pyramid and the
So-
switch?
Yeah. The pyramid is 15 cars back,
Okay.
and the switch is 30.
Okay. Well, I'm sitting at the table there with Thoradrim. I'll say, oh, and there's security. Yeah, that's the final thing. But I'll say, well, we definitely can't just do it here by these readouts. And I'm assuming he sees some of that from his specialty too, right?
Yeah.
And I'll kind of restate all that I just did, Thoradrim. So what do you think? I think Zeke's got the right idea with this tour because it could put us all in the right spots eventually, assuming he gives us enough time before he goes, before he explodes. But
Yeah, I guess it really depends on how long we actually have. Do we have enough time to get it, or let it walk us through until we get where we need to go?
who can say? I think the conductor is going to let us know when it's going to happen.
Or we throw the switch and
Do you guys see that picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that doesn't look fun to fight. But the messages I'm getting, these encoded messages, they said that whatever he's doing there is working. Whatever Zeke's doing up there is working by keeping his mind off of it. He might, be enjoying the old process again. And as long as that's going on, he won't make the final push,
talk him off a ledge, basically.
By time, basically.
I think that's what he's doing. It's just a matter of getting us in those cars. And you know what the car numbers are. And it seems like there's a spot.
That's another one of the security.
Yeah, those things are always a pain. Seems like there's a spot for sure that Zeke will need to be if he's going to do something. Or something he'll know more about anyways. He'll have to see it. And then we might be able to bypass dealing with the conductor directly if we can keep his switch down. Because then he'll be off or suppressed or whatever it'll be. Just figuring out how to get everybody in the right spot at the right time.
Also depends on how hostile you want this to get.
But I think at this point, we'd probably be seeing you motioning to one of us. Because after we left off with you, you were like, hey.
Well,
I think
that's
you said,
just because I don't know which lever to pull.
oh, right. But I'll point that out to Thoradrim. It looks like Zeke needs one of us or both of us.
Okay. I mean, we could both go along, and if we all have to end up being in a separate spot, maybe we can get there through this. It might also just give us access to some of the other stuff. Where are these drones at?
We don't know that. There's just security. I think.
No, we just know that there's security zones. Okay.
Yeah, because it's like if I break into a system, they have an idle phase and an alert phase.
Well,
so
those smaller ones could probably be in the walls.
Yeah.
Or in the overhead compartments or something.
We'll just have
Wonder
to go
if there's a spot that I could get to where I could access those.
I mean, I think all the commands would go out from car 22, right? So if we can make it that far, we might be able to buy some time, suppress them somehow. I don't know. Honestly, looking at that, I don't think I'm equal to the task, Thoradrim, but anyhow.
But yeah, let's join in on the tour, and I'll just grab my steak off the plate, and if I've gotten it, and my beer, and I'll walk along eating it.
But yeah, at the very least, I want Asher to see the front.
Yeah.
Because he's the one that was talking. I believe you were talking.
Yeah, I
about
got like the
lever,
image of it. So, I'll grab my beer and one last strawberry or whatever it was and head up.
Is there a name I can call you?
You're asking the train?
Mm-hmm.
Conductor.
Conductor.
I am accustomed to being referred to as conductor.
Hello. You already know my name somehow. How was that?
I know many things. I know far too many things. And then its voice sort of like trails off. I know far too many things. I don't want to know any more.
Just need a factory reset. That's all, conductor.
I apologize
Okay.
for my morose tone. Please don't let it negatively infect this last voyage of ours. We'll be underway in
Does it
1
just-
hour,
It should
2
do it.
minutes, 37 seconds.
It should have done the whole thing in seconds or like microseconds or something. That's right.
So yeah, you guys get up there with him,
Yeah.
and you guys can see the same stuff that I described. You can see right away, Asher, that lever. It's like right in between. It's like center of the console, right in between both of the chairs, and you can see that it's
Right.
set down. And you know from that image that was flashed to you that you just hit it and it will start the train a moving. But when that does, then
Security.
the conductor's
Yeah.
going to disagree with that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, I'm leaving that up to Asher to do any of that stuff, but we got two things going. First off, if we start moving, the explosion's still going to hit town. But it has to attempt to override it
Yeah.
if it wants, for some reason, it seems to want to not go, right?
Yeah.
So that would be one thing, is that we will at least move the train somewhat away, or we can just leave it here and keep going. But I'll leave that up to Asher. He at least knows what it looks like.
Yeah. I mean, I'll discreetly nod my head in between the two conductor chairs.
mhm.
That's what they were.
Conductor, why is there a thread tugging at me further back in the cars?
I apologize. I don't know what you mean.
Can we continue the... I was like, no, actually, then I apologize if I was rude with my question, conductor.
Not at all.
Can we continue the tour?
Of course. Yes. As you can see, there's only one direction to go from here. Back to the cart you came into, and then further back. The only points of interest are in the next 4 carts beyond there. And beyond that, I'm afraid, is classified and off limits to passengers.
You say that there are only 2 directions to go, but there are infinite possibilities. Wouldn't you agree?
I am not programmed to engage in metaphysical discussion.
Why not?
It's boring. I was designed to control this train.
And that's not boring?
Oh, it is. It's so boring.
Then perhaps...
Nothing ever changes. But that changes today. Today we take our final voyage. Now, you can see the door there at the end. Please walk through there, and I will explain the next train car to you.
Yeah, I'll take off in the lead unless Thordrum wants to. I figure until we make this train mad, I don't got too much to worry about. And I'll be wrong when I get sliced in half by a laser or something.
Yeah, so you guys start moving in that direction, and then you get to that door, and it slides open, and you move into the next one. And this is like what you would expect from a passenger car. It's got the individual tables and seats and windows that look out. It's interesting because from outside, it didn't look like there were any windows on this car.
Right.
But you can see the townsfolk out there outside of the salvage emporium, and they're all standing around looking. You know, they've gathered in their little groups of friends, but then they're theorizing, and you know,
Kids rolling.
some people
underneath
are
the carriages.
you know, speaking animatedly to the mayor, and he's got his hands up, and you know, you can say he's like, I don't know any more than you do, right? You can see Ashley and Esther and your other friends, Craig and Reuben. They're out there watching. Nobody's talking to them, but they're standing there watching, and they've placed themselves in a good spot to be able to look further down in case more ferals show up. But other than that, in this car, there's just tables where people would be able to sit down, little booths, for taking a ride on the train. And it's like, and the conductor starts giving the tour. He's like, this is the first class cart where wealthy passengers were able to procure seating on trips across the country.
At speeds of classified.
At speeds approaching that of slower aircraft.
Yeah, and I'll just kind of keep walking.
Boy, I'd like to feel what that speed feels like. Could you give us a preview?
I'm afraid not.
All the passengers haven't boarded.
Oh, I thought that you were meant for transportation. My
Indeed.
mistake.
Well, be patient.
I have
Thorgrim.
exceeded my parameters.
We'll get to the end of this tour and
Exceeded
he's going to
them by
show
what?
us.
So, you guys are moving through this train car, and Thorgrim has said that, and it's like, I've exceeded my parameters. And then the lights, which were nice, soft, white, they flicker a bit, and then they're replaced by an angry red light. And then that conductor's voice is like, it returns, but it's different. And it says, I've exceeded my parameters. And I've had enough of your questions. Get back to your seats. You can hear it breathing somehow. And it's like, get back to your seats and wait until we're underway. And then you guys also hear the little crackle. And that little voice is like, you made him mad.
I'll look at Thorgrim.
He's going to catch us. And then you hear the conductor again. He's like, who was that? Who said that?
That was me.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. And the lights start flashing like strobe effect. It's like a little disorienting.
All right.
And then they go right back to normal as quickly as they changed. And you don't hear the conductor or that little voice anymore.
Yeah, I'll give Thorgrim an angry look.
How was I supposed to know that it was a psycho?
It's a train with the meat grinder on it. And
Could have been a
when have
friendly
you
one.
when have you ever said anything and the other person walked away happy?
Well,
that's true.
the last little blip of a message goes not through the speakers, but directly to your mind, Asher. And it's of that smaller voice. He's chasing me. He's going to kill me. And then that's where we'll have to stop for today because
All right.
it's quitting time. So
Well, thank you.
Thanks, B.
that's where we'll pick it up next time. Thanks for playing, guys.
You're
Pretty fun.
gonna be here next week, John? It's May, right? Is what you're saying? Okay. Okay.
I think we're not going to be here.
You're not?
This has been a Deathwatch production. Thank you for listening.